Hi, Scorpio. All right, welcome to the space. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Scorpio. All right, I actually cleaned these cards on the full moon, and I had some things that came to me that I want to share with you as we pull some cards. Actually, no, I'm supposed to wait. Okay, one thing at a time, right? So first thing that came, I was thinking about you. Let me back up a little bit. I already recorded your reading down in the back because the snakes are still sleeping. But the spiders are waking up, and that's fine. I'm not afraid of spiders. The snakes, whatever, you got to respect them, right? Of course. But it was a really awesome reading. It had really good energy. It was about roots. It was about bridges, right? And I feel like the title would have been The Bridge Part 3. So I feel like you have two other readings called The Bridge. And I feel like this is, there's another extension of this, okay? And it's like, bridge over troubled water, right? Is how you do this. But sometimes things have to be uprooted to make a bridge, right? And then, and there was a spider actually that was crawling all over me while I was doing that reading, like really, really close, like super close to personal space, right? So remember, you're the spider, okay? I also heard this. I was just like, who likes mediocre? I was like, it's either hot or it's cold. Like me, I don't know, like something tepid. You know what I mean? Like room temperature coffee or something. It's like, no. So I'm assuming, maybe you're working through trying to find some middle ground. Although it's good to know what you like, right? What was the third thing? Well, let's leave it like that for now. So, I'm not going to ask any questions. Queen of Pentacles. Awesome. So stable. Oh, I'm sorry. Incarnation. Some consideration. That was probably odd, huh? Did it sound far away, those messages? Don't worry. What's this one? Nine of Pentacles. More earth energy. Beautiful. You're never alone. And even if you feel like that, it means you're isolating too much and you need to reach out. Okay? Yes. Let me see what these have to say. No, let's make a pile. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need one more. 8's your number. Oh, I see. Let's make 2 rows with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, good. Alright. Scorpio. Excuse the kind of slow, I guess, intro. It's Pisces season, right? No, that one goes there. Okay. Want to take a big breath with me? Side note. Here's one of your magic abilities that you might not remember all the time. It came in a Scorpio Ascendant reading. You can do Reiki on yourself. You absorb a lot subconsciously around you, even from the world, and taking your hands and just, especially over your arms, because this controls your mind, right? And what we think is what we become, what we create. So if you just take your hands and push it out, not forceful, but just take control over that space of what you're going to create with your hands, what you're thinking in your head, the energy in your body. It'll chill you out. Okay? You can also go like this, like down over your heart space too, because this must be Gemini in your chart, which, by the way, they were kind of anxious this month and last month. So they also ruled the lungs. So just kind of letting some... Don't forget about your magic, right? Use it. Use it. That's what it's there for. So, lavender is also very helpful for easing the mind. Helps with productivity too. Let's see, Scorpio. Okay, for some of you, okay. You know what just happened is it went into this really big, this like end goal. I heard the epitome of the soul. Like, it went so far. I saw an old man fishing. Like, reel it in, okay? When it goes too far, sometimes it's almost like you cast your rod and it gets stuck in the muck and in the sticks, like underneath it, and you got to fiddle with it. And then once it's free, just reel it in, Okay. I love you, Scorpio. All right, so if we make this personal, I want you to, especially in Pisces time, confirm with yourself what you are in the process of finishing, what you have completed, right? Big lessons that you're learning. Be proud. It's like, be proud of yourself for that. I would also say if there's anything you would like to complete. Now, again, this could be interpersonal, like, oh, I need to claim my taxes, or it's Pisces time, right? Like, you need to do this, that, something responsible. I heard in relation to other people, but also just, what would you like to complete? In a very interpersonal way. And for you, it's very internal. It's like the way your heart talks. You know what I mean? Or the way your body, that's what it is. It's the way your body talks. Okay. There was also this Cancer reading. I feel like it could be very helpful for you. It was called Repeat Daily. I am completing a great cycle. This could have to do with your mom, I guess, your family somehow. Hi, Zoomy. Hi, baby cakes. All right, let's see, Scorpio. Okay. Whatever it is that you need to do, you can do it. But remember, you're never alone. Do you know what I mean? Like, if, for instance, if there's something that you're kind of scared, or, again, that mental space is like, okay, who is it? Where is it? And I heard, when is it? That you can just say how you really feel. You know, like where there's no... It's not like saying it with aggression or with violence. Although if you have pain like that, you're allowed to be like, we've talked about this last summer, like, I'm in pain. Like, you're allowed to tell people when you are in pain. When your threshold for pain has reached its peak. right? You got to be like, all right, I've had enough. I need a break, right? Or something like this. This is also you to yourself, because you work wicked hard, right? You're always you are concerned about a lot, about a lot of things. You feel very interconnected with a lot of things, right? But you also, whether most of the time, realize that it's out of your control, which kind of also bothers you, right? Because you care. Well, those of you here, like, you care, right? About, well, I heard the progression of the soul, right? Good, Scorpio. So the thing is if there's a place where you're like, I don't know if I can do that by myself. Well, two things. One, you are never alone. And two, yes, you can. Whatever that mentality is. Like, maybe some of you are like, oh, I can't break up. I can't leave this relationship because I won't be able to financially handle myself, or I won't be able to feel secure enough to leave something that you know is over. This could be a habit. This could be what have you. I guess for some of you it could be the flip side, where you may feel like you're so comfortable in where you are, and you've been you for so long. Like, say for instance, you were single, right? You've been doing things on your own for so long that it's almost hard, like almost like Virgo, right? It's almost hard to come down the mountain and to be vulnerable about something. And remember, in your yearly reading, January, February, March, particularly February, March, were kind of like not quite settled, right? In April is when I was like, wait, because in April you feel a lot more confident about something. So remember, this is a process of, I heard, release and renewal in Pisces season for you. And I actually see that they would, in this time frame, you really can let go of something. This is fixed energy, you know what I mean? It's like, it's energy that has a hard time shifting from one gear to the other. You know, it's like it's always in third gear, but you really want to go 45. You know what I mean? Or you really want to slow down, but you're like always in third gear. Like you may not always be the driver, but you are the one shifting the gears. Does this make sense? And I just saw a kid like learning how to drive, like with, you know, when a parent, like an adult is driving and you're the kid sitting next to them, like in the bucket seat, and they're like, hold the wheel. And it's like you hold the, you know, you're holding the wheel. Okay. And you're the one shifting. But for this to work correctly, there needs to be a conversation to be like, hey, hold the wheel. I need you to do this. And this is a trust exercise, right? And then the second part is, well, I'd like to slow down. And then they're like, okay. And then someone's going to push in the clutch and you go, right? So communication, very important. There's the Hermit with the Wheel of Fortune. Just a minute. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Awesome. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Great. You want to start something new? You can. Will there need to be some adjustments? Yes, there will need to be some adjustments. And the cool thing is in this time frame, and I would highly suggest Libra and Pisces were recorded on the same day, and this could give you some indication to maybe what needs some adjustment, or how to put some things in some places, because it's a really wonderful time for release, you know? Letting go of any like fear or worry, or I heard abandonment, or just pain in general, right? Oh, that was the third thing. There's beauty in pain, but once you're an adult, you're conscious, right? You're aware that you have a choice in life. You have choices, and you again are you're holding you're holding the helm. You're directing the boat. But there is, pain is beautiful, you know? Like, for instance, I tattooed this one last night. Well, I didn't, my buddy did, but it was painful. You know what I mean? Some skin is, you know how someone says, like, oh, you got tough skin, they're real tough skinned, they're tough. Thick skinned, is that what they say? But the thing is even on a person's body, you can have a place that's like real thick, right? Like tough as fuck. Like, think about it like a part of your arm that you always hit on stuff, right? Or you hit your knees, right? Things are, you bang them all the time. But there's little parts of every person that just naturally speaking do not, well, I guess get touched in a certain way, or they're more delicate, right? The skin is thinner. So be okay wherever these places are. And again, I see please. There's an emphasis of expressing when your pain threshold is too much. And I see when it does become that much, you are isolating too much. And this could even be where you could live in a house and be married and have kids, but you're not hanging out with any friends, right? You don't have to literally be alone, but you feel alone. And if that's the case, I heard, please get out of the house. You know what I mean? Like, you got to interact with other people, talk to other people, right? Okay, moving along. Oh my goodness, Queen of Pentacles and the Sun card. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think whatever you're thinking about, it's like you have to surrender. You have to surrender. I know that's hard for you. It's hard for all the fixed signs. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius and Scorpio are very hard. It's a harder energy. It's fixed, right? It's like a big stone, cube stone inside of a boulder, and it's like it fits so perfect once it's in there, and it's like, how do you get it out? It takes a while. You got to fidget with that. You know what I mean? And you probably need somebody's help to do it. Okay, well, I see finances fine. For most of you, job good. If for some reason maybe some of your passion for what you've been doing in some area of your life is kind of, you may be a little uncertain about it, where you're like, this doesn't affect all areas of your life. I heard where this is. Again, it could be for some of you your job, it could be your family, whatever. Creative endeavors even. You maybe be kind of like, what do I do about that? I guess go back to the beginning when you started doing, I heard, the thing that you love. And how did you feel then? Now, of course, feelings change, and you, out of all the signs, change the most, right? The most frequently. You literally can do like a 180 and you're like, oh, I'm over here, I'm over there. So maybe you want to write a list of what you love. Let's just go through it. I see, please make a list of what you love about yourself. Okay? Could be physically, mentally, whatever. What do you love about yourself, Scorpio? What do you love about your job? Right? What are the positive aspects of that? Whatever brings home stability, right? And what do you love about that? And I also see I saw someone making a list of like what they don't like, or what's frustrating right now, right? Be honest, because yes, you can put positivity in something, but this is the darkest card on the table, right? So it shows me with the world too that you are completing something. And I feel like we talked about this in February, where it was like there's something that you actually like already have completed, but you don't think or you don't feel like you're done yet, but you are. You're ready for a next thing, to go into the next stage. But so maybe, I saw someone being like, I don't feel confident about da 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 da, and then write it all out, and then afterwards cross out the negative, right? I don't feel confident. Okay, get rid of the don't. What does this say now? I feel confident enough to blah 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 blah. You jump from the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles too, which is beautiful. You know, it shows me you have options and choices via your ability to create your own life. But what you think about is very, very important, and how you, I heard, communicate from the spaces that are, what did I just see? Oh, I just saw baby blue. It's like way, 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 way up in the sky. You know, things that are like out of other people's reach, if that makes sense. See the last ones. Okay. I feel like your heart does have some questions. I heard it could be about other people. I heard to ask yourself, like, ask your heart. Taurus talked about this once. Like, ask your heart, Scorpio, who it is in love with. Like, literally be like, heart, who are you in love with? Who do you love? You know what I mean? Because just a minute. Libra's reading will really help you. Okay? Yes. Yes, it bring you more faith. They mentioned something too, because I saw it again. They mentioned something about like losing a baby. Something to do with death in some way, and you do rule that, and the soul and the purity of that. So I feel like they could give you a message if you would like to extend your learning in this time. Okay, Scorpio. Just a minute. Well, you're going in the right direction emotionally. Yes. Yes. What do you want? And I heard, where are you denying yourself a little bit of your own comfort? Because you know what? This time frame would be Mars and Pisces, right? Last month was, where do secrets go? This is like, where does, like, well, I guess sometimes you might feel guilty for letting out how you really feel, because your actions in a past life were something. Stay. Just a second, please. Well, it makes you more cautious, this life, right? Because you realize the importance and power of choices. Do you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that it's allowed, that you have to be blocked from enjoying, I heard, more like pleasures of life in a way that are pleasant and positive and peaceful and pretty and because you're really close to Libra, right? Libra's your neighbor. This is it's like finding a good balance of this, like when to be really serious, because sometimes you are super serious. And it is enlightening, it is admirable, it is responsible, it is bad, it is correct to be that way at times. Absolutely. But I heard just because something has always been the way that it's always been doesn't mean that that's the way that it has to be. Do you know what I mean? No. And if you work on it, and I know you've been putting in such hard work, any of you who are here, I know, and sometimes it's so tedious, right? And you don't, like, because you can't do it to get accolades from something else, right? Or to get praise from somebody, because you're Scorpio. It doesn't work like that. You kick yourself in the face with that one. But it's like to do it because you know it's the right thing to do. Good. Good. Yes. And you know, the thing is too, with healing, especially if we're talking about internal processes, how you feel and how that your energy and how that, like, you know, we talked about this last month. You've been practicing on how to manage your own body and energy in the correct way that is the most productive and positive, right? Because you have much of it. But the thing is, with internal processes, you can't see it, you know? Like, if only we could see a time lapse and a visual, literally, of what is going on inside, subconsciously, whatever, like, it would be so cool. You'd be like, oh, wow, I did that, or, you know, but we just, time keeps going, and we go along, and, because if you're happy with the work, right? If you're happy with the job that you're doing, then you will be rewarded for that, soulfully, financially, emotionally, right? Good, Scorpio. Okay, there's this heart song. It's called Soul of the Sea. I'm going to write that's the title of your reading. Beautiful. Oh, that's so perfect. Pisces and Scorpio, the soul of the sea. Anyway, the song, I'll post it. I'll put a link below. But it basically is about, you know, the Wilson sisters. Oh, they're so badass. The whole band's so great. But the point is it's about giving your sorrows to the sea. You know, I'll close it like this. For Pisces season, I was like, ooh, because I like the different images, right? Makes it harder to find, but it's fine. But I was like, oh, let me look up some deep sea creatures, right? Some luminescent deep sea creatures. Lo and behold, did I find some, and aren't they frightening? Frightening, the bottom of the sea. Hideous, really. they look like demons. They look like they're evil. They all look evil. And I'm pretty open to finding beauty, you know, like my friend, whatever. Like, I'm not judgmental physically in that kind of way. I've never been. But the point is that I was just like, this is not the things that you gotta give your sorrow to the sea, right? Get in let it's kind of like the saying, like, give it to God, you know. It's like, just let go, which is a surrender, which you have to admit that you feel weak, but then realize that once you let that go, you feel into that weakness or into that pain, then you have pleasure. Then you have something that's more pleasant because you removed it out of your body. You actually consciously allowed this to be assessed and, I heard annihilated. And this is a good thing, because that's why those creatures live down there, is because they probably absorb all the things that are unconscious. That's what our unconscious probably looks like. You know what I mean? Have a look up some deep sea creatures. I wouldn't want to be down there. And this is why it's important to keep shedding, right? Again, all the work you've been doing here, all in your lives, throughout your lives, it makes a big difference. And I know sometimes it's like, I'm sure with Scorpio energy, I know rather with Scorpio energy, it's not all sunshines and rainbows, but that doesn't mean, again, you are not allowed the pleasant, peaceful, pretty pink, you know, healing, light, soft places and experiences. But I guess you have to realize that that is what you desire and that you deserve to feel like that. I love you, Scorpio. Please take care of yourself. Thank you for being here. I know I always say the same spiel at the end, but the reading is about you. The end here is about us. Well, I guess it always is. It's always all connected, but whatever. The point is that I thank you for your time. I thank you for your friendship. I thank you for your wonderful lessons, your giving nature, your ability to heal, your ability for honesty, you know, and integrity. It really is admirable. Please take care. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.